Me, 26-year-old female, just passed bar exam after law school. Always been passionate feminist, wanted to help women in legal system. Chose family law specifically to help women get fair treatment in divorce. Constantly posting about how divorce courts favor men and leave women broke. Firmly believe that women get screwed over in custody and financial settlements. The patriarchal legal system protects men's assets while women suffer. Get hired at Morrison & Associates, mid-size family law firm, excited to finally fight for women's rights in court system. Partner tells me I'll start with simple divorce cases to learn the ropes. First case seems perfect for my feminist worldview. Woman named Jennifer wants to divorce husband after 12 years of marriage, claims he's emotionally distant and doesn't appreciate her contributions. Has 2 kids, been stay-at-home mom for 8 years. Wants alimony, child support, and half of all marital assets. Exactly the kind of case I went to law school to handle. Meet with Jennifer to discuss strategy and goals. She's articulate, well-dressed, talks about feeling undervalued. Husband makes $180K as software engineer. She gave up career for family. I sacrificed everything for him and deserve to be compensated. Seems like clear case of woman needing financial protection after divorce. Start preparing case, assuming husband will fight to minimize payments. Discover that husband actually isn't contesting most of her demands. He's agreed to generous alimony, child support above state guidelines. Willing to give her the house and split retirement accounts equally. Jennifer seems disappointed that he's not fighting harder. I was hoping for more. He can afford it. Realized she was expecting to get more than half of everything. Second case involves woman divorcing husband after 15 years. Claims he was financially controlling and emotionally abusive. Wants full custody, maximum child support, and spousal support. Husband's lawyer presents evidence that she's been cheating for 2 years. Emptied joint savings account before filing for divorce. Had affair with married coworker, destroyed 2 families. Still demands alimony despite being the one who broke marriage vows. Judge awards her everything she requested anyway. Husband loses house, kids, and most of his income for next decade. Realize the fault doesn't seem to matter in modern divorce court. Third case completely opens my eyes to how system really works. Woman divorcing husband because she fell out of love. No abuse, no cheating, just decided she wasn't happy anymore. Husband is devoted father, good provider, never did anything wrong. She gets custody because courts assume mothers are better parents. He gets every other weekend with kids he raised and supported. Also pays her $3,500 monthly in combined support for next 15 years. She's already dating new guy and plans to move in together. Husband's support payments will fund her new relationship. Start noticing pattern in every case I handle. Women initiate 70% of divorces but get rewarded financially for leaving. Courts automatically assume children belong with mothers. Fathers treated like weekend babysitters who pay bills. No-fault divorce means women can destroy families without consequences. Fourth case involves false domestic violence allegations. Woman files restraining order, claiming husband threatened her. No evidence, no witnesses, just her word against his. Court grants temporary order anyway. Husband removed from house. Later, discovers she made it up to get tactical advantage in divorce. False allegations get her better custody and financial settlement. Husband's reputation destroyed, loses security clearance at work. When truth comes out, she faces no consequences for lying. False accusations are just accepted strategy in divorce proceedings. Fifth case shows me how vindictive women can be. Wife discovers husband's emotional affair that never got physical. Decides to destroy his life through divorce proceedings. Hires private investigator to find any compromising information. Drags out proceedings for 2 years to maximize legal costs. Forces him to sell business he built to pay attorney fees. Alienates children against him through constant manipulation. By end of divorce, he's financially ruined and estranged from kids. She got revenge but destroyed family in the process. Sixth case involves woman who wants divorce to upgrade lifestyle. Married to successful doctor. comfortable middle-class life. Meets wealthy businessman at charity event, wants to trade up. Files for divorce, claiming marriage is irreparably broken. Demands alimony that will let her maintain luxury lifestyle. Dr. Husband agrees to terms just to avoid custody battle. She remarries businessman within months of divorce finalization. Continues collecting alimony from the first husband indefinitely. Essentially getting paid by ex-husband to fund new marriage. Seventh case shows dark side of child support system. Woman has 4 kids by 3 different fathers. Each father pays support. She collects welfare on top. Has no job but drives luxury car funded by support payments. Uses children as income source rather than actually parenting. Kids are poorly cared for while she spends money on herself. Fathers who try to get custody get labeled as troublemakers. System incentivizes women to have more kids for more payments. Eighth case involves successful businesswoman divorcing stay-at-home husband. Thought this would be different since woman is breadwinner. Instead, she has to pay him alimony despite him being lazy. He contributed nothing to her business success, just spent her money. Claims he supported her emotionally while she worked 80-hour weeks. Gets half of assets he never helped create. Courts treat men equally when they're receiving money from women. System isn't anti-male, it's just pro. Whoever isn't working. Ninth case completely destroys my faith in family court. Woman murders husband but claims self-defense. No evidence of abuse. She just wanted his life insurance money. Gets plea deal for manslaughter, serves only 3 years. Meanwhile, gets to keep half of his assets and his pension. Children lose father, but court treats her as victim of circumstances. Realize that even when women commit violence, they get sympathy. 10th case involves parental alienation that breaks my heart. Woman systematically destroys children's relationship with father. Tells kids daddy doesn't love them, moved away by choice. Intercepts gifts and cards. Father sends to children, coaches kids to say they don't want to visit daddy. Father spends fortune fighting for custody, but loses every time. Court believes children's coached testimony over evidence. Kids grow up thinking father abandoned them when he fought desperately. Woman successfully erased father from children's lives out of spite. Start researching divorce statistics and outcomes. Discover that women initiate 70–80% of divorces. Majority cite growing apart or falling out of love. Not abuse or serious marital problems, just dissatisfaction. No-fault divorce lets women blow up families for any reason. Courts reward them financially for destroying marriages. Men lose children, assets, and future income for being divorced. System incentivizes women to leave rather than work on problems. Attend family law conference where other lawyers discuss tactics. Openly talk about maximizing settlements through strategic allegations. False abuse claims, parental alienation, hiding assets all normalized. You have to be aggressive to get your client what she deserves. Realize that divorce industry profits from destroying families. Longer and nastier divorces generate more legal fees. Lawyers have financial incentive to escalate conflict. Meet with senior partner who's been practicing for 30 years. Ask him about changes he's seen in family law over time. Used to be about protecting children and preserving families. Now it's about wealth transfer from men to women. Explains that feminist lobbying changed laws to favor women. Regardless of circumstances or fault in marriage breakdown, courts assume women are victims who need protection and support, even when evidence shows they're manipulative or vindictive. Start paying attention to which gender benefits from current system. Women get custody, alimony, child support, and asset division. Men get visitation, bills, and ongoing financial obligations. Even when women cause divorce through affairs or abandonment, system treats them as innocent parties deserving compensation. Realize that modern divorce law is legalized theft. Women can steal men's children, assets, and future earnings. Just by claiming they're unhappy in marriage, no consequences for destroying families or making false accusations. Begin questioning everything I believed about gender and oppression. Women aren't powerless victims in family court system. They have enormous advantages and use them ruthlessly. Men are the ones getting systematically discriminated against. But nobody cares because they're supposedly privileged oppressors. Start tracking outcomes of cases in my firm. Over 90% result in women getting primary custody. Average alimony duration is 8 to 12 years, regardless of marriage length. Child support typically takes 25 to 35% of father's income. Fathers lose contact with children in over 40% of cases. Women's standard of living often improves after divorce. Men's standard of living drops significantly in most cases. Attend continuing education seminar on high conflict divorces. Presenter explains how to coach clients on making abuse allegations. Emotional abuse is impossible to disprove and very effective. Room full of lawyers taking notes on how to destroy men. Realize that family law has become weaponized against fathers. False allegations are standard practice, not aberrations. Year 2, completely different person than when I started law. Understand that current family court system is deeply unfair to men. Good fathers lose children due to gender bias in custody decisions. Women exploit system to get revenge or maximize financial gain. Divorce industry profits from conflict while families suffer. Children lose relationships with fathers due to court bias. Start advocating for reform within legal community. Suggest default shared custody unless abuse is proven. Propose penalties for false allegations to discourage lying. Recommend time limits on alimony to encourage self-sufficiency. Get labeled as anti-woman by feminist legal organizations. Several colleagues question my commitment to women's rights. Lose speaking opportunities and networking connections. But helping families matters more than career advancement. Start specializing and representing fathers in custody cases. Try to level playing field for men facing biased system. Work pro bono for fathers who can't afford good representation. Develop reputation as lawyer who actually fights for dad's rights. Women's groups protest outside my office building. Call me traitor to my gender for helping abusers, even though I screen clients carefully and don't represent actual abusers. Simply believing fathers deserve equal treatment makes me enemy. 3 years practicing family law completely changed my worldview. Feminism sold me lies about who has power in family courts. Women have massive institutional advantages in divorce proceedings. System designed to transfer wealth from men to women, regardless of fault, contribution, or circumstances. Good men lose everything while vindictive women profit. Children suffer most from biased system that destroys families. Now working to reform laws that hurt fathers and kids. Lost feminist friends, but gained respect from colleagues who see truth. Family court system needs major changes to become actually fair. Instead of just pretending to care about children while enriching women,